Good morning and welcome to T-Hub Capital, the Investors Lounge, the podcast where we explore financial market dynamics, emerging trends, and the insights that shape successful investments. Each week, we'll delve into the strategies and analyses that drive our investment decisions. You'll get an insider's perspective on the factors influencing markets and the potential winners and losers of tomorrow. Subscribe to the podcast to stay ahead of the curve and make informed investment choices. Enjoy listening.
Welcome to T-Hub Capital's The Investors Lounge weekly newsletter. Today's date is the 24th of June. Let's dive into the week's stock market news. European stocks rebound amid easing political concerns and potential rate cuts. European stocks closed higher, led by Germany, France, and Italy, as political uncertainties subsided and hopes for monetary policy easing grew. The Pan-European Stocks Europe 600 index rose by 0.79%, with Germany's DAX gaining 0.90%. France's CAC 40 index rising 1.67%, Italy's FTSE MIB climbing 1.97%, and the UK's FTSE 100 index adding 1.12%. Meanwhile, the Bank of England kept its key interest rate at 5.25% as inflation reached its 2% target. Although some members of the Monetary Policy Committee hinted at potential rate cuts later this year, services inflation remains a concern. In other central bank news, the Swiss National Bank lowered rates to 1.25% due to decreased inflation pressure, while Norway's central bank kept its rate at 4.5%, anticipating a gradual reduction next year. However, the Eurozone's private sector activity unexpectedly slowed in June, as services growth weakened and manufacturing contracted further. The CHICOB Composite Purchasing Managers Index, PMI, fell to 50.8 from 52.2 in May. While Germany saw a slight increase in overall business activity, France experienced a second consecutive month of output contraction due to decreased new orders. Now our insight into alternative markets. European software M&A deals and multiples in 2024. A challenging landscape. The global economic and geopolitical challenges of 2024, including inflation and geopolitical uncertainties, significantly impacted the merger and acquisition (M&A) landscape, particularly in the European software sector. In 2023, the number of M&A transactions in Europe dropped significantly from 1,243 in 2022 to 893, with transaction volumes falling from €91 billion to €60 billion. This decline was felt across various regions, including the DACH region, which saw a 41.5% drop in transaction volume. Despite the overall decline, several notable acquisitions took place in 2023. SimCorp A/S was acquired for €4.1 billion. Edenred acquired Reward Gateway for €1.15 billion, and Flexera acquired Snow Software for over €900 million. These acquisitions highlight the continued interest in the software sector, even in a challenging environment. An analysis of global valuation and deal multiples reveals that 2019 was the most favorable year for the M&A software sector, while multiples for financial buyers have shown a downward trend since then. Strategic buyers have maintained more stable multiples. Notably, the average multiples for both types of buyers have converged in 2023. Larger B2B software companies generally command higher valuation multiples, with the highest revenue bracket showing the most pronounced premium. This suggests that investors are willing to pay a premium for established and successful software companies, even in a challenging market. In conclusion, The European software M&A landscape in 2023 was characterized by a decline in transaction activity and valuation multiples, still present in the first part of 2024. However, significant acquisitions still occurred, and the demand for larger, established software companies remained strong. As the global economic and geopolitical situation evolves, it will be interesting to see how the M&A market in this sector develops in the coming years.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Hub Capital, the Investors Lounge podcast. I hope you found this content interesting and inspiring. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss a single episode, and share it with your friends and colleagues who might be interested. To learn more about T-Hub Capital and our activities, visit our website, thubcapital.com. You can also follow us on our LinkedIn page. See you soon. All the best from the T-Hub Capital team.